Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the monsoon season on the Palouse. You're in Pullman, Washington. We've got Pac-12 men's basketball up for you next, presented by Pacific Premier Bank. The Buffaloes have rappelled in from those Colorado Rocky Mountains to the Palouse to take on the Washington State Cougars here in the wheat fields. 6-3 is Colorado, 5-4 are the Cougars. Welcome courtside. Great to see everyone again. Greg Heister, Eldridge Recastner, and this is a really important conference game today, Eldridge, because of tournament resumes. It's that time of the year where we start to look at the numbers.
Oh, no doubt about it.
The 8th-ranked Arizona Wildcats, 12-3 on the road to take on the Washington State Cougars. They're 11-5, but dangerous. 5 below when the sun came up this morning on the Palouse, but the Wildcats are bringing the heat, aren't they?
Oh, my God, are they loaded? They got a guy there. Love with a good look, couldn't get it to go.
How about that rebound from Larson? But it's taken away by Wells, and now Rice into the middle. And Wildcats do a great job to get back defensively. Yakimovsky stripped by Larson. And now it's Arizona with the numbers. Larson down the lane, and the lay-in goes, and we're tied at 12.
That was just absolutely beautiful by Pelle Larson. Got the steal, went coast to coast with it, tucked it like a running back, and was able to finish.
He did tuck it.
He did.
He kind of cupped it on his way in there. Kept it away from the defender. And you got to be careful with Arizona. Now, they've played 15 games this year. On 20 different occasions, they've had runs of 10-0 or better.
Man, that's impressive.
And another possession arrow. This one will give it back to Arizona. So you got to be careful. And oftentimes these runs are started on the defensive end.
And just like this right here.
So Miles Rice, Hodgkin's lymphoma last season, medical red shirt. He's now in remission, one of the great miracles and stories in all of college basketball this season. It would have been great just to see Miles come back and play, but the fact that he's playing this well, he's in the discussion for the freshman of the year in the Pac-12.
And I think it's well deserved. He hit the ground running.
This to make it a 2-possession game.
He hits it.
Jalen Wells clutch at the line, 52.5 to go. Love wanting the ball, he's got it. Caleb Love with 26, looking for more, hangs and hits.
Man,
69-67.
Does he make some tough shots, Greg, like they're nothing? Big time performance by Caleb Love.
It's like there's nobody else on the floor. He just takes the ball, finds his spot, connects.
Yeah, he's good. He is good, no doubt about it.
Miles Rice to the elbow, jump shot. Miles Rice with 16. Back to a 4-point Cougar lead. Timeout. So neither team with any timeouts. 22.1 seconds to play. Washington State leads at 71-67. Jaden Bradley with the basketball to get it in under the Cougar basket. Kyle Smith 1-6 in his Cougar career against Arizona. A victory in Tucson. A chance to get a second here today. Bradley left it for Johnson. 3 on the way. Off the glass and goes.
Hey, he didn't call glass, but I know he'll take it.
15.2 to go. 1-point Cougar lead. They got to get it in.
Yes, they do.
Wells.
Yeah, they're going to have to foul.
And Miles Rice fouled by Caleb Love. That's just the first on Caleb. Oh, my. How about this from Keyshawn Johnson, a guy who's been in every situation in his career, too.
And you know what, Greg? You know, I just love the fact that you got to give yourself a chance, man. You never know. I know he didn't plan on shooting that off the glass, but that's what happens when you give yourself a chance.
Miles 5 of 7 today.
Oh, yeah.
72-70.
Didn't look like he had any nerves at all, Greg.
Very quiet at Beasley Coliseum with Miles Rice at the line. This to make it a 3-point game with 11.9 to go. No timeouts. Rice hits them both. And now Arizona will go.
They just can't foul.
Johnson back to Caleb Love. Will Love shoot it? Step back 3 on the way. Off the right of the rim. Rebounded by Jones. Rice with the ball, the heave to the other end, and Washington State holds on to defeat number 8 Arizona. 73-70. Stanford, the Cardinal, on the road to take on one of the hottest teams in the entire country, the Washington State Cougars, winners of 6 in a row now in 9 of their last 10 games. And back on the 18th of January, they faced off down at Maples Pavilion, and Miles Rice, a coming out party, a career high 35 points, setting a freshman scoring record in a game for Washington State. He was spectacular, 15 of 24, 5 of 10 from behind the three-point line. Also dished out 8 assists. And oh, by the way, Kanan Carlisle scored 31 for Stanford in that game in the loss, also a freshman record. Here's the road to Vegas, and here's why today is so important. The Cougars with a victory, they stay pace with Arizona, the 5th-ranked team. The Wildcats will play the Sun Devils tonight in Tucson. If both win, it sets up a game next Thursday in Tucson, and first place will be on the line. That'll be a dandy. Great to see everyone again. Welcome courtside, Greg Heister, Ben Braun. Okay, Coach, Miles Rice, I know you've been waiting to get here to see him live.
He's a problem.
Yes.
And he's special. You've got to stop Miles Rice.
Yeah, 6-time Pac-12 Freshman of the Week. He's won that award the last 3, has a good chance to win it for a 4th consecutive week. And for Stanford, Maxime Reynaud, this is a team that shoots the 3 well. He's got it all in the package.
Well, not only does he shoot the 3, but it's 7-1, Greg.
Yeah, he could be a real difference maker today for Stanford as they try to pick up this victory. Here's the starting lineup for the Cardinal. All 5 starters in double digits. Carlisle, Michael Jones, Spencer Jones, Angel, and there is Maxime Reynaud. And for Washington State, this is a team that really does it, gets it done at the rim defensively. Isaac Jones, a guy to keep an eye on. Oscar Clough, kind of that old school guy at 7 feet tall. Rice, Wells, and Yakimovsky now in his 5th and final year for the Cougars. Kyle Smith in his 5th season. This team has won 9 of their last 10 games. And I tell you what, they are making noise everywhere. Joe Lunardi has them in the NCAA tournament. Jared Haas in his 8th season with Stanford. You can see the numbers there. He wants a victory today, Coach.
Well, Stanford's dangerous, Greg.
Yeah, Stanford really shoots that 3 well. And again, we expect fireworks because of what we saw in that game back on the 18th of January. I'll repeat it. Rice with 35, Carlisle with 31 in the loss. And we're underway. Greg Heister, Ben Braun. We're at Beasley Coliseum in Pullman, Washington, as the Cougars go for their 7th consecutive victory and 10 out of 11. Stanford, they've lost 3 of their last 4, trying to right the ship here this afternoon. This is Carlisle hanging and hitting, and Stanford on the board first.
Well, he must.
We got Pac-12 men's basketball up for you tonight, brought to you by Pacific Premier Bank. The California Golden Bears 10-14. The Washington State Cougars now 18-6 overall and starting to make a lot of noise nationally. And one of the reasons why Miles Rice, the redshirt freshman, a 6-time Pac-12 Freshman of the Week, has been everything for Kyle Smith and this Cougars program.
Well, I think he's the freshman of the year, Greg. No doubt about it. He's electric. He leads the team. I love his emotion.
All right, welcome courtside. Great to see everyone again. Greg Heister and Matt Muehlbach. Miles Rice, he's a difference maker for Kyle Smith, isn't he? Yeah, and he's really added some nice pieces, but Rice now at 15.6 points a game. You can see he can shoot the basketball, but those assist numbers, he's everything.
Yeah, he's the heart for you anytime he wants.
Look at those numbers. Twice a 30-point scorer already this season. A lot of games to go. California, Washington State. Great matchup tonight at Beasley Coliseum. The Bears going for their first series sweep of the Cougars since 1920. Cougars looking to keep it rolling. Back in a moment. Starting lineups in the tip-off. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We know there's a bit of a football game to be played a little bit later today, but before then, we've got number 6 Stanford on the road to take on the Washington State Cougars at Beasley Coliseum. And what an opportunity this afternoon for Stanford. And of course, you drove from Montana to see the great Tara Vanderveer coach in a women's basketball game. Welcome courtside. Great to see everyone again. Greg Heister along with the great Mary Murphy. And let's begin there. Stanford with an opportunity to control the regular season right now in the Pac-12.
Yeah, no doubt. We are in the home stretch. They are chasing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's an interesting game. Stanford can take over first place all alone in the Pac-12. The Cougars still trying to build that resume as we look to the month of March. There is hope for the Cougars. Starting lineup, the tip-off when we come back. Yeah, another player with tremendous IQ for Cammie Etheridge. Missed 7 games. She comes back. Charlize gets hurt. Cougars have not been healthy really for most of the year. And we talked about the expectations on this program and this specific team coming into the season. Brink from the corner. Oh, man, when you're 6'4" and can step out and do that. What a weapon she is for Stanford. 414 on the year, 10 doubles, 4 triples, 51 runs batted in, 21 home runs, and a .930 slugging percentage. And that is a deep shot to right field, and it is gone. And Oregon State begins Game 3 where they left off in the 9th inning of Game 2. So if you're wondering if that is rain that you see out there, it is. 45 degrees currently, a light rain. One person who doesn't care if it's raining is Travis Bazzana. This kid put on the planet to play baseball out of Sydney, Australia, 6 foot, 199-pounder, which always cracks me up when they just don't say 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a big breakfast, he's 200.
No question.
What a hitter, man. What a hitter. What a player.
And I know he comes from down under, but all he ever does is hit it over the fence. So I'm not sure he does under anything.
Oh, there's another one. That's the deep right field. Bazzana's done it again. A solo home run in the first, a solo home run in the fourth, and Bazzana and his skills are on display at Bailey Brayton Field. 3-0 pitch, swinging, and he did it again. It's hooking. It's hooking. It's fair ball, and another home run for Travis Bazzana. His third of the game, and he wrapped that one around that right field pole. Are you kidding? And welcome back to Bowler Gym in Pullman. And a really competitive opening set between Colorado and the Cougars. Look, Jen Graney and her staff done a great job recruiting international. Look at these players. Jelahasheva, Isanovic, Pia Timmer from the Czech Republic, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Mexico, and Germany. 8 players in all from places other than the United States on this roster. Carly Basham will serve it. Right down the middle, that's Hadrich. Simpson sends it across. Tabron with a big bomb. Maya Tabron, the senior from Gilroy, California. Watch how quickly she gets up, and then the power and that right hand, and sends it to the back line and in. And Maya Tabron will serve it for Colorado, number 31. Timmer, far side, Timmer. Can't get it down, sent back and down. Point to Colorado. Radakovic could not successfully get it on the other side of the net for the Cougars, 17-16. Tabron to serve again. Well-placed serve, Katie Ryan. But boy, great dig by Riddle. Chance for Colorado, Hadrich. What a strike that was. Point to the Buffaloes, we're tied at 17. Lexi Hadrich, 361 kills last season. 4 times in this season alone, she scored better than 20 points for Colorado. She's off to a good start. We highlighted her in this open already now with 3 kills. Maya Tabron will serve again, tied at 17. We're going to 25. Got to win by 2. Timmer. And the dump. Katie Ryan heads up play at the net. But watch Howard just line this up. You had no chance. Sky Howard with another kill, her second. And the Buffaloes remain alive in this opening set. Taylor Simpson will serve it. Isanovic, Katie Ryan will try the dump, hit the antenna. Point to Colorado, 23-20. And that brings us to match point number 1. Yelahasheva running that line and that net like she owns it. And frankly, she does. 24-17. Basham. This is Simpson near side. Boy, Norville under that beautifully. Timmer the push, and there's the winner. Washington State sweeps Colorado. They get to 17-2 on the season, 7-1 now in Pac-12 play, ranked number 4 in the nation. And on we go in the Pac-12 schedule. Pia Timmer led everyone with 17 kills, also contributed with 4 digs. She hit it at 289. Yelahasheva hit it at 444 with 6 kills, 5 blocks. Katie Ryan had 6 kills and 4 blocks. Take nothing away from Colorado. They're young. Lexi Hadrich, 11 kills in this game. Sky Howard had those 5 kills, 5 blocks. But look, this is just a Washington State team that is primed, experienced. They've been around for a long time now together. They've played a lot of volleyball together, and their sights are set high in this season.